You've been enrolled for what, like 7 months now, I think, something like that. So we've kind of gone through that whole initial phase of support.
Yeah.
What has your overall experience been like in the program?
I would say the overall experience would be like a 10 out of 10 for sure. I have taken other programs and this one I felt more connected with the teacher than any other one that I have had, if that makes sense. Even now you're still very quick to communicate with the students and give them the help that they need. And like, I don't know how many times I've asked a question and then in the same day, sometimes within the same hour, bam, you got the question answered. And, with something like that as a music producer trying to learn, you don't want to be stuck waiting for a response. I don't know. I would say my experience would definitely be a 10 out of 10.
Nice. I appreciate that, man. I really do. It's been awesome working together and just seeing the quality of music you're making improving, and also like it seems like you're getting, like we were talking about earlier, like your sense of where you're going with your music and kind of like finding your sound and your specific
Hmm.
interests has been improving as well, which is always cool.
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing I've noticed. Like I've gone back and listened to a few tracks that I've made, a year or two ago, and I want to work on it, but I feel like I have so much more ideas other than going back to a track from so long ago and working on that. I'd way rather just start something new and then find a better way on how to get better, if that
Sure.
makes sense.
Yeah, like you kind of feel like you have new tools and new methods that
Oh
uh
yeah.
make it more fun to just kind of start new ideas than try to go back and
Hmm.
trudge up an old project.
Well, and it's like what you were saying about the layering. All you need is a mono and a stereo. And back then, I would try to layer six basses in a drop, and it's like, why doesn't this sound good? But now, all you need, you just need two just to
Yeah.
make it sound good. So
Simplicity is everything.
simplicity, man.
Yeah. So, okay, on that topic then, like what would you say the biggest struggles you had were before we started working together? You know, it can be one big thing or like a couple of struggles, but does anything come to mind?
I would just say the mixing aspect of everything was probably my biggest weakness. And now I can actually hear what's going on in most of my tracks.
Nice. So you feel a lot more like empowered to confidently put stuff together without feeling stuck as much.
Yep, absolutely.
Very cool. So where do you feel like with your music, so before we started working together, the struggles you had, if you had kind of just kept going on your own without joining the program, where do you feel like you'd be at right now with music?
Um, Probably be pulling my hair out. Um, it's definitely gotten a whole lot better within these last 7 months, and I know back to the topic with work and everything, I wasn't able to um involve myself as much as I wanted to. And even with all of the time that I did spend with you guys and in the classroom on the Zoom calls and everything, it definitely has progressed quite a bit. Like I'll have people like I'll send something to a friend and they're like, "Dude, you made this? This is awesome. This is tight." And that's a very huge accomplishment as a producer to where you can show someone and be like, "You know what? This is a good feeling. This is what I've been working on."
Yeah, feeling proud of the stuff that you're making and having people kind of like feeling proud of you, like hearing the stuff you've made, and like you said, like your friend kind of being like surprised that you made this because it sounds maybe much better than
Yeah.
what they thought you were capable of or what you used to be capable of.
Hmm. Like that collab that I was telling you about, I've had people tell me like, "Dude, this is on the playlist already." Like immediately. And it's like, "Hell yeah, man. That's awesome."
Nice. I love to hear that, man. That's so cool.
Yeah. Well, and as a teacher, I can definitely tell that you're very passionate about helping people. Like I've seen people on YouTube or other programs, and you can just see their face on the camera, and you're like, dude, you don't even want to be here right now. But like you actually engage with the people, and even on the calls, everybody's laughing, having a good time. We talk about random stuff, and sometimes it could go far left field, but then we end up getting back on track. And I don't know, it's just always a good time on the call.
Yeah. Yeah, that's been great seeing the community side really grow. I've been
Mhm.
enjoying that quite a bit. So, okay,
It's
final
awesome.
question then would be if there was someone who maybe was watching this video or considering like, hey, maybe I do want some help and I want some guidance and some mentorship. If they were thinking about joining the program and they were maybe on the fence, like, I don't know if this will work. Should I do it? I don't know. What would you say to somebody, like if a friend of yours, for example, wanted to join, but they were not sure?
I've actually came across this situation before, and I actually told him to sign up. And he is at Slam right now, so he's a little occupied. But when it comes to learning how to produce, this is a very good program. This is probably, like I said, my experience with you guys or with you has been 10 out of 10. And you literally go over everything. You go over plugins, you go over sound design, mixing, everything. You have special guests. And in my opinion, a special guest is like a huge bonus because not every day are you going to get like Remnant or Cinemata or I don't know what you have planned on in the future, but it's just nice to get knowledge from big time artists like that, yourself too, that you can't just get on YouTube.
Hmm.
I mean, for the first, I think, 2 years of me doing this by myself, I was on YouTube watching the same video over and over and over again. And like I would even use the same sounds as them. And it just wasn't working. But when you actually have someone you can go to and ask, like, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? And you're just so quick with it like that, it it's worth it. It's worth every penny, in my opinion. And for the 7 months, I've seen so much progress. So many other people have seen progress, and I've seen progress in other students too.
Nice.
Like Thomas, for instance, that dude he's going up there, man.
He's been making some moves. It's super cool to see.
hmm So, if someone were to ask me, like, hey, would I join? Should I join? Yes, absolutely, 100%. I've tried getting people to join. So,
Nice. Well, I appreciate that, man. It's been awesome, really awesome having you on board, and just can't wait to hear more music and help you level up even further.
it's coming. It's coming along.
Yes, sir.
And thank you for that.
Absolutely,
So,
man. Seriously, very stoked to have you on board. I'm really glad that you joined, and I'm very happy to just hear the full progress of where you started versus where your stuff is now. Obviously, it's not an overnight thing to go from, maybe intermediate up to like that advanced professional level, but you've made some very big strides since the time that we started working
mhm,
together. So super cool to see.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Uh,